Michael Jordan speaks out against LeBron and the super team. Well, and he was right to do that. When Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, but when LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade did they move to South Beach, Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, and to the majority of the public, not to me, but to the majority of the public. In any event, he's a six-time world NBA champion, and his game has been modeled after in the NBA for the longest period of time. But let's take a listen to what Michael had to say about the situation and how he thinks about these super teams. And he just think it's going to hurt the overall aspect of the league from a competitive standpoint. That's what Jordan told Sports Illustrated. You're going to have one or two teams that are going to be great and the other 28 teams that are going to be garbage. They're going to have a tough time surviving in the business environment. Now, he's not the first person to say this. See, you got to understand that Michael Jordan is saying this from the standpoint of what the Detroit Pistons, Stan Van Gundy said just a month prior that I told you about as well. Teams like the Charlotte Hornets, and I want you fans to understand something. The NBA only has about 4 to 5 teams that are really making good money. Maybe a little bit more than that, but based on their revenue sharing, but it's not a lot of teams that are breaking the bank in the NBA. A lot of teams are losing money every year or they're breaking even. So you look at teams like the Charlotte Hornets, it's going to be hard for them to compete in a business environment going up against all these juggernaut super teams. When you got like 4 and 5 in the league now, what's that going to say for the smaller market teams who don't have the budget to afford all of these players now and putting them all on one team? So, of course, the smaller team like the Milwaukee Bucks, you're going to see the Washington Wizards team. You're looking at the Indiana Pacers, the Detroit Pistons. You're looking at the Charlotte Hornets. So for a while, this is why teams have to move to another city to get people to watch them because of things like this. When you start gravitating things to one idealistic NBA player's desire and his wishes, without looking at the total aspect of things, you're thinking one individual player, LeBron James, and let's build things around him and how he would like things to be. This is what the NBA has turned into, LeBron world. And this is what I've been fighting against. And now you see Michael Jordan, you've seen the other people coming out, other players are coming out, speaking out. He is getting too much control in this league and is causing this league to crumble. It is causing basketball to crumble. And it has to be stopped. Somebody has to draw a line in the sand and say no to LeBron James. It's time to say no. It's time to tell Adam Silver Slipper, no. This is not finna go down. Now, nobody is saying that the Hornets are crumbling. They're not crumbling. They're just not breaking the bank. Because, first off, Charlotte is a college town. Duke, North Carolina, those games are going to sell out, period. So you got to have somebody from North Carolina when they graduate. If they don't go to the NBA, they got to at least go to any team in the world, even though they might not be NBA ready, like Sean May and all these other little big guys. and come into the NBA, they gotta play for Charlotte. You gotta be on the Hornets. Just cause you want to have those locals still see you play and they want to come to your team to watch you and support you. And they will. They come out for the North Carolinians and it generates revenue for the team. Once you start thinking, okay, now we got to build a team around some real players, we're back in the draft and you still seeing the teams that really need the help not getting the help. They're not getting any better. And these main big teams are still ruling the markets. So I'm with Michael, but I understand why he's saying it because he now see it affecting his business. So when people, only when it starts to turn people lose the money hand over fist, do they start to raise their hand up in the air and say, "Hey, I don't like this." So it's time not to like this because it's happening, and the NBA's got to find a way to stop this from happening because it's getting to be a problem. But see, that's the NBA. They rather wait for the wound to get bad before they try to fix it when they could have put a band-aid on it early. Now it's becoming an infected sore. Now you got to look at surgery to cut it out and get it fixed. I'm gone.